You Did It For Me. 'Twas a week before Christmas, and all around the house, Gladys Amplebirth was fussing and ironing her blouse. Not a thing out of place could ever be found, for she constantly straightened who could eat off the ground. Her nails, they were perfect. Her hair was without curls. Her clothes, they were costly, envied by all the girls. Her tree was brought in by the greatest designer, who cost her a fortune, but hey, this was minor. She dusted her Bible with painstaking care in hopes that her pastor would notice it there. With her nativity up and her presents all wrapped, Gladys felt sure she was ready for a long winter's nap, when what to her wondering eyes did appear but the note at the door saying a guest would be here. The note was embossed with gold letters impressive. It was scented with lavender, which she concluded was excessive. Now when Gladys turned over the note most mysterious, she could scarce take it in. Or was she delirious? A prophet, a priest, and a king all in one? The visitor was coming, and Gladys, she was quite undone. What a disgrace to be caught in her onesie as she fled to the closet, all in a frenzy. She ripped through her closet with hat boxes flying. She searched through her wardrobe, everything trying. At last she emerged in colors so gracious. If the truth be told, she was looking quite bodacious. True to form, Gladys confidently made her house ready. She waited for royalty, feeling quite heady. When what did she hear but a knock at the door? When she opened it up, all she found was a girl who was poor.
Who are you?
Hello. It is freezing outside. I need to get warm.
Well, then shut the door.
But I need some help.
But I want you on the other side of the door.
But I need to get warm.
I'm waiting for a king. You are not a king. Be gone.
Now Gladys considered herself good to the less fortunate, but no one could blame her for getting rid of this subordinate. Determined to be ready to receive her guest fair, she went to the mirror to poof up her hair. She decided to sing as she laid out the table.
Joy to the world, the Lord has come.
She was sure to impress with her cooking skills able. At last came the knock, and Gladys felt all a twitter. It was very last minute, but she threw on some glitter. The girl at the door was so unexpected. She was filthy and tired and utterly rejected.
Who are you?
Somebody?
And may I help you?
I'm hungry and I need some food.
There's none left. Sorry.
Yes, there was. There was something on that table.
No, there's not.
Yes, there is.
No, there's
Yes,
not.
there is.
No, there's not. No, there's not. You're not a king. I'm waiting for a king.
How could this be that tonight of all nights, these beggars would show up and threaten my delights? Gladys grabbed the air spray as she wasn't beyond admitting. She was glad to get rid of the smell she'd been emitting. Unnerved just a bit, Gladys poured out some tea. She said, I must steady my nerves if I'm to meet royalty. When only a moment or two had elapsed, Mrs. Applegirth answered the door and collapsed.
you? What do you want?
I was in a car accident and I'm not really well.
Ew, 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 not in my house. Get out! Get out!
I need the phone.
I don't have a phone. Sorry.
Let's sit over there.
Oh, look, there is a phone. Go get it.
Quick to recover, Gladys jumped to her feet, and to this sick creature said in a voice not too sweet, "Who are you? What do you want?" The events of this evening seemed so completely absurd that Mrs. Applegarth, well, she nearly had a bird. It would be impossible to welcome this king or a duke unless she could get rid of this pile of puke. What else could go wrong? This simply can't be. Don't these people know who I am? His Majesty chose me. A knock at the doorway gave Gladys a fright. She swung open the door, half expecting this sight. There stood a man with a disheveled appearance, an ex-convict, just perfect. What does he want? Royalty clearance?
Who are you? What do you want?
I've been down, but now I'm not.
And can I help you?
Ow!
Not in my house, not in my house. Get out, get out, get out.
Our lady in question didn't know what to think. Her hopes for this evening were beginning to sink. Something inside her was feeling uneasy. Had she done the right thing? She was feeling so queasy. And then in a twinkling, a bright light did shine, and the angels appeared. That was clearly divine. The angels told Gladys of her real worth and reminded her of the humility of Jesus' birth. They talked of the visitors, and God's Spirit helped her see.
Do you do what the nation does? You do it for me.
Gladys now realized the error of her ways, and she knelt on her knees, and they started to pray. It's always amazing what God can redeem. We must remember Christ's birth was completely supreme. How God knew the end from Christ's humble beginning, which would offer us freedom from a life full of sinning.